Hey there, I wanted to show you how, well, simple these overlays are. So this is the dog one that I just cut out. I used White Daisy, close to my heart, and this is actually cut on medium. No extra pressure needed and fast, which is kind of risky. But this one is kind of borderline. There's not a lot of really teeny detail as opposed to this one, let me not have the glare, which has the snowflakes and the tiny little letters, in which case I used intricate cardstock. I also have a brand new mat and a relatively sharp blade. So those are all, and remember it's the blue mat. The brand new blue mat is what makes all the difference in the world. So make sure that you have the light blue. I'm trying to find one to show you. Make sure that you are using the light blue mat. Okay? All right. So you cut it all out. Remember when you peel away, you peel the mat away from, so you flip it over. Your mat's like this. You peel your mat away from your overlay. Decide where you want it, what it's going to look like. Yep, I like this background paper. Now I have my photos. Here are my photos. They're printed in 4x6 format. I use the HP Sprocket, which is kind of like the Canon Selfie. They're just the little personal printers. I love how these print out. This is just from my phone. No editing done, no cropping. I just said, hey, print. All right, I'm taking these little pieces off because it gets distracting. But what you will notice in this overlay is there's not room for a 4x6. So we're going to have to do some cropping. I crop with my tools, which you can sort of see here. They're clear. I've been using these for a long time. These are with my simple scrapbook layout SVGs. But they work really well with the overlays, and I'm telling you, I think I've become an overlay person. All right, so double check. You can see that this is going to make it just a little bit bigger than that. This is the one that's going to go here, right? So there's one. Nope, this is the only little one. So 3 of this bigger 4x4 and 1 of that. So this is the one I'm going to use for Mort discovering the snow the other day. And I kind of like that his nails are sticking out because he was really freaking out, so I want that part to show. The tip of his tail is okay. So I'm going to put this here. Now I use long bladed scissors. Some people use X-Acto knives. Some people trace this with a pencil and then run it through your trimmer. I love using the long bladed scissors, and then I just tuck this under here. We're going to go back and glue it in a minute, but you can see it just fits, right? Okay, so now I need the one for here, and I think I'm going to use this one of Morty and Me. If you notice, this was on my Facebook page earlier this week. This was our Valentine photo. Mort just wasn't feeling the love. Mort is a Shih Tzu with kind of an overbite. He is 5, and he's a character. He can be as lovable as the next one, but oh boy, when he doesn't want to be. Here's little Miss Belle. Belle is 16, and she is even the vet calls her his Spitfire because she is. So again, the reason these are so cool is you can decide where you want them to cut. I think I want more of her and less of her bowl. I don't know if I want to miss that ear. Guess we'll do it like that. Okay, she was modeling a new sweater that Grace and Lucy got her. Oh, again, we just trim right along. The long bladed scissors lets you get a nice straight cut. You don't have to worry about it. You can use shorter ones, but then you're more likely to get kind of a funky little cut. All right, so that one's going to go under here. Yep, and one more is Belle lounging. In this one, I'm using the bigger one. I think we're going to go like that because the pillows look cool too. All right, and now we're ready to put this baby together. As you can see, once you get going, you can do a layout real quick because there's not a lot of fussing. All right, so let's just flip this whole thing over. Now, you're going to take your adhesive and you're going to make sure that your photo is going to stay with just a little bit. Make sure your photo's right side up and pop that right in. Right? Same thing over here. Then you're going to come back with more adhesive later. But right now, you just want it to hold the photo so that you can make sure it's what you want. Oops. Notice I didn't have it over quite enough. The reason that the photos are trimmed to just fit is then they don't accidentally peek into a space where you don't want them. Now you can get as crazy as you want and do as much detail as you want, but you don't have to. Like, you can ink up the overlay, you can fussy cut some other pieces, add lots of embellishments, or just get your photos down. So then I kind of double check, make sure it looks the way I want it. Yep. Then I'm going to come back, and now it's time for adhesive all the way around. And I want to make sure that my pictures stay where they belong, so I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on just my photo. Making sure, this is where I'm going to journal. And really, it's just, as you can tell, my dogs do not ever live in a doghouse. They are completely spoiled, but we love them. Okay, I'm ready. So adhesive is applied, bring this back, and now I like to start at the top because then I only have to get I can tell the distance. I can make sure that it's evenly centered, and once I get it stuck, then I don't have to worry, and then it just flops down. And then just work your way from the top down, and voila, you have a layout. All your photos are where they belong, super cute, and now I can put my journaling right in here. I'm thinking I might write some little notes in the bones, but it's super cute. Adding embellishments is really easy at this point because now everything's stuck down and I can go ahead and put whatever I'd like. Have some fun. See you soon.